Listen, Kaneki is a killer that a lot of people hate going against. He's probably the most hated killer in Dead by Daylight, but I don't even mind going against him all that much, but I can 100% see why people don't. He has blight-like mobility with a free first injure with no aim required, can hit you through walls. Yeah, this killer is very strong. Some people start throwing up the second they realize they're going against the Kaneki, and even though Kaneki is overall the most annoying killer in the game, like to the community, you know, not to me personally, but to the community, there are killers that me personally think are more annoying to face than Kaneki. Yes, I think there are more annoying killers than Kaneki in my own opinion. And that's what this video is about today. But remember, this is all my opinion, you know, it's all for fun. We can agree to disagree in the comments. Just let me know what y'all think. And if there's a killer that you think is more annoying than Kaneki or more annoying than any of the killers I put in this video, put it down in the comments below. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. We on the road to 15k subs. At 9, I got Dracula. And it's mainly because I used to be a Demogorgon main. I used to play Demogorgon so much. Just seeing a killer release that has Demogorgon's dash, but instead of using 1, he uses 2. He has a teleport he doesn't have to put down. Like, genuinely, I felt so disrespected when Dracula came to Dead by Daylight, because like, what's the point in playing Demogorgon? I already felt like that when Wesker released, because Wesker has 2 Demogorgon dashes and he has passive slowdown. The biggest slap in the face to Demogorgon players was the release of Dracula to this game, and he didn't even have any good perks either. They're all just like niche or fun or like an obsession perk that's just mid. Like, Dracula deadass brought nothing good or new to the game. It's just Dracula being overtuned as fuck. Like, if I had to put it in a few words, I would say power creep, mobility, dash, slop. He has everything just because he's Dracula and he's a vampire. So of course we gotta rip off a bunch of killers' powers and put it into his. And that's just him in general. I hate looping him too. This nigga always has a power in his back pocket that he can use against you. He can miss a power and guess what? He has another power. So like, he doesn't get anything bad for missing. Like, he doesn't get punished for missing because he can just try again with a different power. It's just so stupid. And next I have Chucky. The first reason is he's so fucking short. I don't care about the red stain because, you know, whenever he goes into hidey ho mode, like mid chase, it gets rid of his red stain anyways. But if he moonwalks, even if you're playing a short pallet like a rock, you can't see him over the fucking rock. And there are people that tell me, yeah, you can't see him, but you can see his footsteps. His footsteps display is delayed. It's not like real time where he's standing right now, because that would literally be wall hacks. So that wherever he did walk and not where he is walking. So by the time you see his footsteps, he's already around the pallet. His moonwalk game is disgusting because he's so short you can't see him over loops. When he goes to hidey ho mode, he doesn't even have to moonwalk because he has no red stain and you can't see him over loops. And if they use his dash in a right scenario, it's literally just undodgeable. It's undodgeable. I don't care what you guys say. Y'all might be like, yeah, right here you need to go wide, right here you need to hug tighter. If it's a good Chucky, there is no dodging. You just have to hope you get a fucking pallet or a window. Like, if you get a good pallet or a good window, his dash is basically useless. But if you're not at a really good pallet or a good to decent window, this killer gets a guaranteed hit every single time, and it's so buns and so annoying. I hate him so much. Next, I got Xenomorph, but only if they're like insane at Xenomorph, because I feel like Xenomorph is kind of like Nurse, where he's a very hit or miss character. The person playing Xenomorph, if they're hitting every tail, they're rolling the match and it's not even close. But if they even miss a few, then they kind of just lose the game, especially if you have some good placements of your flamethrowers. But yeah, if they hit literally everything, they're pretty much just unstoppable. I'm also kind of mad because I'm buns at this killer. Like, I try to get better at this killer and I'm just buns. Like, I'm dead ass just buns. I'm poop from a butt. Like, I hate how when I'm going against him and not playing Survivor, he's impossible to loop. He is so strong. He's hit me over every pallet, every window, out mind giving me in everything. But then when I play as him, it's like the Survivors just know what I'm doing. They just know what I'm doing at all times. They know how to counter me. They know what my games are going for. They know when to dodge. Like, it's so ridiculous, dude. I struggle looping him so bad and I don't understand why. It's definitely a skill issue, but I hate it so fucking much. Next, I got Doctor, and it's kind of for a simple reason, because number one, you're always screaming, which is okay or whatever. I think the hallucinations are cool, but every fucking 20 seconds having to snap out of it or not be able to heal a teammate or hop on a gen because you have to snap out of it isn't really fun. Not to mention, whenever you're looping him, he's kind of just zapping you around the same pallet over and over and over again until either you pre-drop it so he has to break it, or you're not able to drop it so he gets a hit, but that took like 20 to 30 seconds, and then you just rinse and repeat it, bro. Like, he's deadass so brain dead to loop, and it's just not fun. You're just playing Ring Around the Rosie against this killer, and it doesn't stop until you pre-drop or he gets a hit. Now I got Deathslinger. I know a lot of people might not agree with this, but again, this is my opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, I have no problem with zoning killers. I play a bunch of zoning killers. Like, I like to play Huntress, Demogorgon, you know, I play a lot of Nemesis. I love playing Nemesis. I play a lot of Pyramid Head. Like, I play a lot of zoning killers, but I feel like I don't like Deathslingers because just how fast it is. And like, you know, I guess that's it. I don't know. Like, he kind of just pulls up his weapon all the time until he's guaranteed the hit or the down or, you know, the kill. Because if you're at a pallet, he pulls up and you don't drop the pallet, you get injured. If you drop the pallet, you get injured. So it comes down to you just getting injured and then pre-dropping all the pallets. Like, that's literally how you play against this killer. You take the injury and then you pre-drop pallets, fake vaulting windows, but then if you don't vault, he can react to it and just not shoot. I feel like this killer is so unreactable. Like, I'm so glad, like, don't get me wrong, I am one of those people that really love that they took away his no scope, because that was so unbelievably, I wouldn't say busted, because even with the no scope, he's not like a top 10 killer. Maybe top 10, but he's not even close to top 8 when he had the quick scope. But genuinely, it's just not fun with him just being able to pull up and shoot, and he can still do it. It's definitely slower. It definitely slows him down, but it's just not fun. Like, I feel like with other killers like Pyramid Head, like, they get slowed down more and their powers are just way more dodgeable and reactable. But for Deathslinger, he pulls up his power, barely uses distance, and plus, not even mentioning that, like, half the time his animations just don't fucking work. Like, you'll be looping him and he's pulling up his gun and he shoots you, but on your screen he doesn't even have the gun loaded up. So half the time his animations don't even work and they're just broken as fuck, which also just feels terrible. Like, I should not be going down like that. Now I got Spirit, and you guys know how I feel about Spirit. If she has a good headset and ears, she wins. Like, a lot of people don't realize the reason why I have Heartbeat on as Survivor is because I'm literally always listening to music. Always. I cannot be on my PC without listening to music. When I go against Spirit, having to pause that music, low-key PMO. And don't get me wrong, you're definitely able to use your ears and hear where she is, but some spirits have some disgusting mind games with, like, faking how they use their sound or whatever. It really just comes down to how cracked and insane and most of all sweaty the Spirit player is. If they're sweaty, earphones turn up to 200% and they have Strider and you don't have Iron Will, GG's, wrap it up. And yeah, main reason I don't like pausing my music, Trapper. And you guys know how I feel about this. I mention this in every video, so I'm gonna try not to mention it as much that much more in the future. But the match is either 4 minutes because you gen rush him and none of his traps work, or the game lasts 30 minutes while he picks your team apart with some of the smartest traps ever, and the game lasts 30 minutes because he's slugging everybody with the most disgusting traps and 4 gen regression perks. Like, don't get me wrong, Trapper is definitely the worst killer in the game, but even as the worst killer in the game, he is very much viable. So whenever you're going against one of those sweaty Trapper players that's just doing their best to get a 4K and slow down all the gens, it is genuinely one of the most unfun, slowest, sluggish games I've ever had in DBD. Nurse, and that's because if she's good enough, she has no counterplay. And technically, you can say that for every killer, but you guys know what I mean. Like, when it comes to me looping a killer, it's how can I use my resources to outplay them, and how could they use their power to outplay my resources? I think that's what makes a killer fun to go against. But if you're going against Nurse, windows and pallets are useless. You gotta use line of sight blockers, you gotta use edge map, you gotta use Z-walls, you gotta use trees and rocks. Like, don't get me wrong, it's definitely a different style of gameplay, so I can see how people find it enjoying. I don't. I want to use my fucking resources. I don't want to sit here and play Ring Around the Rosie around a rock and a tree and a Z-wall. And then if she gets the first injure, she can just listen to you, so she can blink right on you. And if the nurse has if the nurse has aura reading perks, the game is literally over. The one weakness she has that you use against her is line of sight blockers, and if she's using aura reading perks, the game is over, and if she's good enough, the game is over. And that's another reason why I don't like going against Nurse. The same reason why I don't like going against Trapper is you're either going against a cracked, insane, sweaty, fucking gen regression, aura reading, blink through walls, prediction Nurse, like you're going against a 1000 win Nurse, you're going against Super Elf, or you're going against a noob who just bought Dead by Daylight and got bullied and was like, yeah, let me pick up Nurse. So then they hopped in their first match and they continue to just get rolled, and then they quit DBD. So like, here's the thing, if the Nurse is really good, there's no counterplay. If the Nurse isn't super really good, then you win. Like, that's why she has the lowest kill rate in the game. And at number 1, I think we could all probably see this coming. I have Trickster, and that's because he's just constantly throwing knives, and like he has to hit like what, 8 to down you. Man, that takes a lot of skill, especially considering the fact he has fucking 700 knives in his back pocket. But it's not even that. It's just you're literally gonna go down eventually. Like, if you're going against a Trickster that's either on console or just doesn't have aimbot, it just isn't good at aiming, it's kind of fun because you kind of just win. I'm not gonna lie. But if they're even somewhat decent at aiming, you're kind of eventually just going down within the next 20 seconds, you know? Like, you're guaranteed to go down before you could get an even 1-gen chase. And another thing I don't like is he's pretty much always guaranteed to kill in every single match that he's in due to camping at endgame with main event. Like, main event is so disgusting. Even if they have some main event add-ons to make it last longer, they could possibly guarantee 2 to 3 kills in endgame without getting a single kill before all the gens are done. Like, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. Like, I don't know. Whenever I go against Trickster, it literally feels like the fun in the game is out of my hands unless they're literally dog shit. But if they're literally dog shit, the game isn't fun because it's too easy. So yeah, I think Trickster is the number 1 most annoying killer to play against in the game, in my own opinion. And even though I do have the list at 9, I do want to put it at 10 for the thumbnail. So I'm gonna just put Kaneki at 10, even though I think low-key Clown is more annoying than Kaneki. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck Clown players, yo. So yeah, the list stays as it is, but I'll put Clown at 10. So it's Clown, Dracula, Chucky, Xenomorph, Doctor, Deathslinger, Spirit, Trapper, Nurse, Trickster. Those are my least favorite killers to play against in DBD because they're the most annoying killers to play against in DBD. Yep, and that's the video. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have killers that you think is more annoying than the killers I listed, put it down in the comments below. I'll let it talk to you guys, and even if it's an oddball character, like a killer that somebody might like going against, why do you not like going against them? That's what I want to know down in the comments below. Let me know what y'all think. Then again, like, just remember, this was for fun. It's all my opinion, and it's all just for jokes, even though this is how I feel personally, and I'm always right. I'm never wrong. I know I'm procrastinating editing a video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Other than that, hope you have a good day.
It started when we were younger.